Good morning, Alex. How are you today?
Good morning, sir. I am fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well, too. Today we will be discussing the past continuous tense. Have you heard about it before?
Yes, I have, but I do not completely understand when and how to use it.
No problem. The past continuous tense is used to talk about actions that were happening at a specific time in the past. For example, I was reading a book yesterday evening.
Oh, so it describes something that was happening in the past?
Exactly. The action was not finished at that time. It was still happening. We form the past continuous by using was or were plus the verb with ing, like was playing, were talking, was studying.
I see. So, was this for singular, like he, she, or I, and were is for plural, like we, they, or you?
That's right. For example, you can say, she was cooking dinner at 7 p.m. or they were watching a movie.
What about negative sentences? How do we make them?
To make a negative sentence in the past continuous, you just add not after was or were. For example, I was not sleeping at 10 p.m. or they were not working yesterday afternoon.
Oh, I get it. So if I want to say, I was not playing football yesterday, that is correct?
Exactly. That's a perfect example. Now, can you try making a few more sentences using the past continuous tense?
Sure. Let me think. We were studying for the exam last night.
Very good.
And he was not watching TV when I called him.
Excellent. Now let's talk about questions in the past continuous. To ask a question, you switch was or were to the beginning of the sentence. For example, was she reading a book? Or were they playing football?
Oh, so the word order changes for questions. Can I try one? Was I sleeping when you arrived?
Perfect, Alex. That's exactly how you form a question in the past continuous tense.
This is starting to make sense. But when do we use the past continuous instead of the past simple?
That's a great question. The past continuous is used when we talk about an action that was happening over a period of time in the past. The past simple, on the other hand, is used for completed actions. So, if you say, I watched TV, that means you finished watching it. But if you say, I was watching TV, it means the action was happening at that moment, but it may not have finished.
Oh. So, if I say, I was eating dinner when you called, it means the action of eating was happening, but it was not finished when you called?
Exactly. And that's another important use of the past continuous. We use it to talk about two actions. One was happening and another interrupted it. In your sentence, I was eating dinner is the ongoing action, and you called is the interruption.
I think I get it now. So, can I say, they were playing football when it started raining?
Yes, that's a perfect example of two actions happening at the same time. The football game was happening, and then it started raining.
I understand now. What about if two things were happening at the same time?
Good question. When two actions are happening at the same time in the past, you can use the past continuous for both. For example, I was reading while my brother was playing video games.
So, if I say, my sister was cooking while I was doing my homework, that is correct?
Yes, that's exactly how you use it. You are really getting the hang of this.
Thanks, sir. It is becoming clearer now. But what if I want to use specific times?
Great point. You can also use specific times to show when something was happening. For example, at 8 p.m. last night I was watching a movie. The specific time helps us understand when the action was happening in the past.
So, can I say, at 10 a.m. yesterday, I was running in the park?
Absolutely, that's a correct sentence.
This is really helpful. I think I just need to practice more.
You are doing really well so far. Let's practice a bit more. Can you tell me what you were doing at 7 p.m. last night?
At 7 p.m., I was having dinner with my family.
Great! And what were your parents doing?
My mom was cooking, and my dad was reading the newspaper.
Excellent. How about this? What were you doing when I sent you the homework message yesterday?
I was playing video games when you sent the message, but I checked it afterwards.
That's a perfect example of an ongoing action being interrupted by another action.
I am feeling much more confident now. The past continuous tense seems easier than I thought.
You have done a fantastic job, Alex. Just remember that the key to mastering it is practice. The more you use it in sentences, the more natural it will feel.
I will practice more, for sure. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. Keep up the good work and don't hesitate to ask if you have any more questions.
I will. See you in the next class.
See you, Alex. Have a great day.
I hope you liked this conversation. If it helped you improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. Thank you very much for your support. Take care.